Alright guys, it has been a while, but I am back playing some 200cc. I think my last 200cc World Cup video was like 2 or 3 months ago at this point. So it is fun to be back. Of course, I have been playing a ton of 200 on my stream. I normally play once a week where I host a 200cc tournament with my channel members, with viewers. So I've definitely gotten some practice over the last few months. But I have not actually played in the online tournament in quite a while. I just cracked those red shells on each other, it looks like. And we are off here to a great start. I'm rocking with light blue Shy Guy. Wanted to switch it up a little bit for my usual Yoshi main. Alright, there's the blue shell. Can we get the back? I think I did pack that player in the shortcut. So we can go ahead and tank that, and we're in a good spot here. See if we can trail that Yoshi player. And oh no, I hit the wall. That happens to me a lot on this exact section where I hit the wall and go completely to a standstill there. I think I missed with that boomerang. That's a green shell coming by. I can go ahead and chain. Actually, wait, my boomerang disappeared there. Not sure what happened to it. And while my green shell came back to hit me, I think that was my green shell that I threw earlier. That is tragic. And that's a red shell coming for me. Yeah, it's all downhill from here. When you get hit in 200, it really can ruin your race. And that is the case there. Sniping myself, getting comboed. We can recover though. And I can, oh, I almost starred that player. I'll take the 5th though. Still getting warmed up. Not a bad first race. All right, we're back. Thwomp Ruins, looking to get a better finish this time around. Like I said, still getting warmed up. I find, especially on 200, it is really hard to get into it if you have not played for a while. We get lag trailed there. Actually missed the item box earlier too. So again, not off to a great start. I went through the item box again. It must be because I'm using Shy Guy and Yoshi has a much larger hitbox. So I'm used to, you know, taking certain lines and it not being a problem to get an item. But I've noticed when I played with some of these lighter characters, I always struggle to actually hit the item boxes, funny enough. And I can go ahead and save this shroom. Actually, I'm going to use it. My alignment wasn't great for the shroomless shortcut there. And go ahead and outline that player. We can actually trail them. I think that was a player that trailed me earlier. And we are back in first. Wow, random green almost takes me out. Good thing I had my protection there to tank the hit. Almost got sniped there. We are back in the lead, back to where we were. Unfortunately, we got blue shell last time. But other than that, I was having a pretty good race. You know, it was all downhill from there. Will there be another blue shell here? There won't be. I make the shortcut just in time to get shocked, though. The pack is really tight right now. I am up here by myself, it looks like. And I would like to keep it that way. I'm going to go ahead and use the coin. I want all the extra speed I can get. And there's the blue shell right on cue. I think what I'll do here is just hit myself. Shy Guy has some better iframes. And wow, that blue shell was way slower than I thought. So I actually didn't even do that successfully. We pull the coin. We get hit by literally nothing. I don't even know what that was. And again, it's the blue shell ruining my race. We get comboed. Wow, another tragic finish all the way down in 9th. I'm glad to be here. There's only 4 players, however. I just got like 3 comm errors in a row. And I'm actually not even playing in the 200cc World Cup. I'm in another tournament called 200cc Tournament because I just could not find literally anyone to play with. Not a single player. And I was getting DC like crazy. And I've been DC like crazy in this tournament as well. But at least there are some people to play with. And I am, of course, looking to bounce back here. Pretty brutal start. You know, with all the combos that have been had, I'm just getting blued and then getting hit by literally everything else. So let's see if I can avoid it this time around. Like I mentioned, when you're playing 200, it is just that much worse when you get hit. Even getting hit by a single item can ruin your race because of how much time you lose. And I'm trying my best to not get hit by the cars there. Unfortunately, I can't get the item box. There's the blue shell. I was going to try to hit myself again. But maybe I shouldn't try after I failed last time. The boo steals my coin there. That's fine. We get another one with a banana. I'll have to chain it. There's actually triple red shells though. I guess I have enough of a lead rather where the people behind me are pulling the crazy broken items already. And that player has managed to catch up, but it looks like everyone else is pretty far behind. And oh no, I actually didn't want to hit that thwomp there. Another red shell coming my way. Maybe I can outrun it here for a bit, because on 200, if you guys didn't know, you can outrun shells a little bit. Okay, that's actually the best case scenario, just because I can chain it into the next set and not have to worry about it. And it looks like I will come away victorious here. I was able to break away once more and get the first place, finally. I've been front running this whole video, and that is the first time it has worked out for me. And we are back on Daisy Cruiser for the next race. Trying to get another victory here with the light blue Shy Guy. Gonna try to front run, of course. Because even in, or rather on some of the bagging tracks on 200, it is just not as effective to bag. Front running is definitely the best strategy. That is without a doubt. So you might see me actually doing some front running, even on tracks that I'd normally pick to bag on purpose. So we're gonna have to see how it goes. So far we've gotten some pretty good running tracks, not really too many bagging tracks. We are in second right now, keeping up with this player. Just a little bit ahead of us. Hopefully there's gonna be a blue shell for them this time around, since I've been blued pretty much every single race at this point. All right, there is the blue shell right on cue. All I had to do was call it in, apparently. And I think they're gonna outrun it here for a little bit, but it should catch up to them here really soon, hopefully. Yeah, I don't think they can outrun it for the whole map on this one. It looks like they cannot. And wow, the shock. I was just about to chain my fire. And wow, there's a red shell coming my way. I only pulled mushrooms too. No protection there. So even though the blue shell came, pretty much everything else was worst case scenario there. So it looks like I will secure the second. Wait, there's a pair of double reds coming for me. I think they cracked on each other. I beat them to the line anyways, so I will take the second. And for the next race, Bone Dry Dunes. One of the harder courses to play on 200, that is for sure. So we're gonna see if we can get back to first place. Get a second place there. Unfortunately, once again, the items just didn't really work out for me there. After the shock happened, right after the blue, kind of mitigated the blue, that is for sure. And what are my lines? I almost went flying off the edge there. All right, the red shell, we can go ahead and block it. Hopefully get another good item. I want to use that coin right away. Oh, another red shell? Okay, that one actually was not coming for me. This track is just so bumpy. That is why I find it so hard to drive. I'm just flying all over the place right now. Looks like this person will go ahead and pass me. And we are chilling in second right now. Probably gonna chain at the next set here. Did they just lag off the map? Yes, they did. They're just lagging all over the place. I actually bumped into them there. We're both hitting the wall. Or maybe they're not. Yeah, this player's literally teleporting right now. I cannot even see where they are. They're just flying all over the place. I'm actually going to go up top here because there is another item set. Since I missed the double there. And go ahead and back that green chain. I'm just going to use the mushroom, get rid of the blooper since this is 200. The traction debuff definitely plays a bigger factor, I find. Go ahead and throw the red. Try not to get bananaed. We get the double successfully. I'm trying not to fall off the track still. We get another shroom. And I think what I'll do is just chain this into the last set. Get one more shroom. See what I can get here. We actually get the triple shrooms. I do not even see the player in first. They're just lagging everywhere as it looks like. And I will secure the second once again. And for the next track, we are playing on Mushroom Gorge. One of my favorite tracks in the game, if not my absolute favorite. This one is also so much fun to play on 200. I know I said earlier that some of these tracks aren't really bagging tracks. This one kind of is. You know, the gap cut is just too good even on 200. And it's just so satisfying to go for. I'm going to have to go for it, of course. One thing I didn't mention is I'm pretty sure there's no CPUs in the usual 200cc World Cup I play. So it's kind of weird to see all these CPUs playing right now. And while I'm just going flying right now, can we do the fast method gap cut? We can. Yeah, the gap cut is just so much easier to do on 200. It is hard to fail, you know, even the fast method there, as you guys saw. Although I am just flying all over the place now, trying to stay on the track. We can start catching up to the front. Looks like I'm stuck back here with all the CPUs. So I'll save this shroom for the shortcut. Hopefully don't get bounced off the edge by these players. We can go for it and we can star. We get the bam shock dodge right away too. Wow, what a sequence. The gap cut, the shock dodge right away. And we are up here in third. Second and first are both right here, it looks like. And just like that, we're going to actually get red shelled, unfortunately. Didn't have any protection there. But I want to save this last shroom for the ending gap cut. There's the blue shell. We can go for it, and we will get it to secure the first. What a finish. The blue shell didn't even connect too, so if I didn't get the gap jump there, I think I wouldn't have, had a chance to win that race. What a finish. And we had yet another disconnect, so I have found myself back on Mushroom Gorge. Although this time it is a 1v1. You see a lot of other players. Those are all CPUs, which actually just this other player and myself battling it out. I'm gonna go ahead and slow down, take the slow route on purpose here, get some shrooms for the shortcut. You guys know how it is with the gap cut. We can go ahead and go for it, and I'm gonna fail. Actually, my lines were pretty bad there, so maybe it's not as easy as I thought it was. I should be fine here in second though. We're keeping up. They're gonna super horn for seemingly no reason. I can just go ahead and red shell them for that, and I do indeed pull the mushroom in first here. The blue is out, so unfortunately I cannot take the gap cut. I'm gonna try to dodge the blue shell here instead. We can go ahead and do just that, and our green shell gets stolen, so it looks like I won't be going for the gap cut. I keep tricking on that shroom when I shouldn't too. It just sends me flying every time, but it looks like I have a pretty significant lead and should be able to cruise into victory here. Wow, another boo stealing my item. We get the single coin. I guess it doesn't really matter, and we will secure the first. For the next race, we have Hyrule Circuit, and I think we have another couple players joining the fun, so we are up to 4 now. That is a CPU Mario though, already passing me, getting into first, and I should be able to front run this track. I'm getting better at the shroomless shortcut, which on 200 is that much easier. Let's see if we can, keep our lead here. Never look back. Looks like this player from last race is our only competition right now. It's a little bit scuffed on the shortcut. Of course, it is easier, but the alignment's a lot harder because you can't really drift and charge with the mini turbo like you would on 150. But I think you can get by just hopping even with less speed, and it kind of works out. And wow, that banana. I guess I had tunnel vision there. I did not even see that banana. And it's just gonna go right into me, or I'm gonna drive right into the banana rather. We can't get the super horn here. We're gonna get blue shelled. And just like that, I am down into third, throwing already. I think that's the CPU Mario I saw earlier. And actually, I think the player might be a lap behind the Tanuki Mario player. Maybe it was the Peach, I don't really know. I just passed another Peach player, but we didn't gain any position there. The boo's gonna steal my item. We missed that item, and go ahead, get the nice slipstream there. I won't get banana this time. They're gonna try to snipe me. They just barely missed, thankfully. We are in first here. We get the coin. I'm just gonna spam that just so I can trail my banana here. And I can go ahead and go for the shortcut once again. I'm gonna go super wide. We still get chomped. I think I have enough of a lead where it does not really matter. And I will secure the first. Let's go. And we're back on Sunset Wilds. I think we might have lost a player there, so we're down to just 3. Though, definitely don't take the hard CPUs for granted here on the 200cc World Cup, because they are definitely a challenge. That is without a doubt. I'm going to try to front run this time, see if we can get another first place. Yeah, it looks like there's only 2 other players here with me in the race. Go ahead and chain. And this is one of those tracks, like I said earlier, where normally I would bag on this track, but I've decided to front run because it is 200. Bagging is just a lot less effective, in my opinion, when it comes to 200cc. And actually, I was going to chain. I didn't realize I had another banana in the pocket there. And it gets stolen anyway, so I guess it does not really matter. So I might as well chain at this next set. It looks like we're about to lap that Mario. I don't think that's a CPU. I think that's a player, it looks like. Hard to say, though. I did not see a name or anything. With the bomb this time. The blue shell is out. We have a bit of a lead, but that Tanuki Mario is not too far behind. Especially if there's like a shock or something here. I can go ahead and drop my bomb. I almost get hit right on the boost pad there, which is great to help me recover. I actually mess up my lines there. I don't get the drift when I needed it. We're going all over the place. Can I hang on? It looks like I actually have more than a lead, or more of a lead than I thought, rather. So I should be able to cruise into victory. Wow, that green shell almost took me out. But we are going to make it back into first. So it looks like I have finally found another room. This is the same room I got DC'd from earlier. So it's going to be back in a room with at least 6 other players after playing with a ton of CPUs there for a few races. And we are playing on Mario Kart Stadium. So I'm going to go ahead and try bagging a little bit here. I don't want to bag for too long, of course. This is 200cc. I'm hopefully, looking to pull the shock maybe, or get a shock dodge. We can go ahead and use our boo here. Go ahead and chain all my items, including that green shell I stole. Go ahead and glide over the ending cut there. We are in the pack, it looks like, all the way up into 8th into 7th. And actually pull the triple greens in the pocket. I was looking for another power item here. Gotta watch out for that fire bouncing everywheres. I think I'm good as long as I don't get trailed by those red shells to just keep pushing forward here. I'm going to have to unfortunately use all my shrooms because of the red shell. We are up here in 4th. Looks like I trail that player. Can I get the snipe? We cannot. Wow, that blue shell. I did not even see that blue shell. I guess the player that got hit by it, it just blew up right there. We can go ahead and hit that dry bones with our boomerang. And now there's just one more player up here ahead of us. I think what I'll do here is go ahead and chain, throw my red. What can we get? We get another red shell mushroom. And no, I went out of bounds and my red shell actually connected on the line, so I would have passed them. And instead, I'm going to get smart bounced and finish in 7th. And we are back. Dry desert. Yet another bagging track. So I think I'll do a little bit of bagging here, try to pull the golden, and then take the absolutely broken shortcut into victory. And actually just watch that last race back. And I'm not sure how I was out of bounds. It looked like I was just on the edge of the map there. I think it's just 200cc. I was going so fast. Maybe the online lag as well. Not quite sure. I did get hit by nothing earlier. And that time it felt like I got counted out of bounds for no reason. So we are definitely paddling the game here quite a bit to try to secure these victories. And I can go ahead and... Wow, we pulled the bullet bill actually. I can go ahead and use the shortcut there at the end of the lap. I think I might just hold on to this for a bit. Use my mushrooms in the shortcuts. Maybe try to hit a good shortcut for a bullet bill spot. Go ahead and take the shroomless cut there. Trying to go out of bounds here. Gotta watch out for that bullet bill. And I think we're in a good spot. We're in 6th place. We're up to 10 coins. 3 people just got taken out by that bomb. This Luigi really isn't too far ahead. Unfortunately, I just narrowly clipped that tree. So I can go ahead and use another mushroom here. I go in the off-road yet again. But assuming there's no shock anytime soon, we're in a good spot. Am I just going to try to smuggle this bullet bill into first? Honestly, I'm not sure what to do. I think that might be the plan because the Luigi just failed. Okay, this player passes me back, so we're not actually in first anymore. But wait, they failed, and now we are indeed in first place just like that. And I'm going to try to hold on to this bill if I can. We can go ahead and take the shortcut here. I'm going to hop in the off-road, just get better alignment, and we will secure the first. I did not even need the bullet bill. And we are back here on Amsterdam Drift. I think that last race really showcases that items aren't as good in 200cc as they are in 150, and that driving skill definitely reigns supreme. Because I was able to use those mushrooms in the shortcut, but I did not need the bullet bill at all. I was able to smuggle the bill into first. We get lag trailed already, but it has definitely been a while since I've been able to smuggle a power item like that all the way into first. The shy guy is going to take my box here. I'm hitting the wall. I'm failing. We're already not off to a great start there. Or rather here. 0 coins, 4th place, missing all the boxes. With the boo mushroom combo though, I'm going to opt to avoid that trick. And you know what? I'll go ahead and mushroom, go ahead and use that green shell. Did I hit someone with it? I think it might have hit that Daisy player that trailed me earlier. We can go ahead and trail that player too. I can go ahead and throw all my greens back. I think I hit someone again. I'm just being an absolute menace with all these trails, it looks like. We can go ahead and once again back the green shell, throw the red shell forward. Will it connect with this player in first? It looks like they had some protection. They're right here. We definitely have a shot at getting a first place here. As long as I don't snipe myself with that banana. And oh no, this blooper is wrecking havoc on us. Yeah, that player failed. I was hitting the wall there. And it looks like I'll be able to secure the first place. Let's go. And we are back, N64 Choco Mountain, for this next race. Looking to continue our successful efforts. I've had quite a few first places over the course of this video, and a lot of them have been a struggle to get. You know, I've been getting hit out early, making crazy comebacks, and getting the win when it's all said and done. Let's see if we can front run this time, maybe stay in the lead, because if I remember correctly, the beginning of the video definitely did not go as well. You know, between all the blue shells, all the combos, me failing, getting hit by nothing. I've had a bit of everything in today's video. But I am so far front running, staying ahead of the pack, which is definitely a good thing. But of course, there could be a blue shell here at any moment to ruin my day. And speaking of the blue shell, I don't know how many times that's going to happen where I basically call it, and that player will just lag right through the blue shell blast radius, it looks like, so I'm unable to get lagged out. So as you guys saw, we got lagged out in that last race, so we are back once again in the same room. I don't know how many times I've gotten a comm error today. I feel like with these tournaments, they are a lot more susceptible to lag, to getting lagged out. At least the players are. I'm not really sure what it is. And of course, as you guys know, Nintendo servers are pretty bad either way. And it just seems like in these tournaments, it is that much worse. And unfortunately, I got hit with that banana. We missed the item box. That's a green shell lagging too. Another green shell out of nowhere. What is even happening? We get our box stolen. This race is a disaster so far. I'm just going to go ahead and spam. But the item roulette is lagging. It wouldn't let me get my item there for way too long. And I think this room might crash again. There's definitely a good chance it will. So far, the connection has been pretty awful here. So I'm going to try my best to catch back up. Hopefully there's no more item roulette lags. I find when there is, it definitely harms those at the back the most, because they're the ones not getting the items they need to catch up. And there's the blue shell. We're outrunning this red shell still somehow. I'm hitting the wall though. Finally, the blooper got me, or rather the piranha plant got me. I think I would have outran that red shell though, either way. We get some double protection, double invincibility. So we're going to get the Bam shock dodge here. I can use my boo, get some more invincibility, get the piranha plant. I'll go ahead and just use that right away. First place is pretty far up there. I don't think this is going to let me chain. No, it won't. So we can't get another item. I'm stuck with the single banana. This player has the triple greens as well. Got to watch out for that. Got to watch out for the blue shell there. We can somehow avoid both. We need something good here. And while there's green shells everywhere, the boo steals my greens. It doesn't matter. And we secure the third. And we're back, male Wario, for the next race. I think we have maybe just over half a lobby here, a couple CPUs, of course, as always in this tournament. So I'm going to try to get a first here. Hopefully I don't get hit out, lag trailed, all that jazz early on. Looks like this other player's rocking Shy Guy with me here. Love to see it. I know these lighter weight, these baby characters are a lot more common in the 200cc World Cup, so you get that additional handling. A little bit easier to play, especially when you're not too used to it. And oh no, I actually failed. I missed the ramp there. Where am I going? Definitely don't want to trick on that one. I'm gonna focus on my lines here. We get the double finally. What can we get? Get the banana red shell. I guess I can save this for now, because I think that player has some protection, it looks like. There's the blue shell, so yeah, definitely don't want to red them out just yet. And actually, I was going to chain there, but then I remembered I don't want to red them out. I literally just said that. So I'm going to just slow down for a second. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to back out of the blue shell. So I have nothing to worry about here. And will the blue shell catch up? It looks like it will. They're going to actually hit themselves and catch me in the blast radius. That was such a good spot to do it at. I had nowheres to go. That player's lagging like crazy ahead of me. My red shells were lagging. Oh no, it actually did connect. It was just lagging so much that it looked like it was not going to. We're going to get redded there back. We had no protection. They're going to get another red shell, and we actually can't get the double. The shock is out. The red goes by. Wait, another red shell? How many red shells are going to hit me? Wow, what an unfortunate ending to this race. That's a bomb. That's like 3 people in stars as well. A bullet bill, and I'll take the 6th. And we're back. Peach Gardens. Looks like we have a full lobby this time. Hopefully this race can end a little bit better. It's definitely been a struggle these last few races. Was that Shroomless cut worth it? I don't think it was. We're gonna get bumped And my lines are terrible with that mushroom as well. We're gonna get leg trailed. Wow, off to a terrible start. I feel like that's kind of the way these last few races has been going. You know, I had a good run in the middle of the video, but ever since then, it has been all downhill. We need the shock dodge. We need something good, that is for sure. We get this star here. The mushrooms, we're caught up. We can save this last shroom for the beginning shortcut here. I'm somehow going to avoid the piranha plant, or rather the chain chomp. That's not a piranha plant. We are back into the swing of things here. This red shell is going to come for me. Unfortunately, I should have just backed my red shell to block it sooner, because we would have got the double another red shell. There's been so many red shells these last few races. This blooper is messing me up. We get the fire red shell combo. Go ahead and see if I can fire that player. It looks like we can connect. Wow, the shock. I don't know if anyone dodged. I don't see anyone in a dodge. Might be someone in a ghost. I have 0 coins though. What can we get? We get the single red shell. I'll have to hold that for some protection. That player's going to try to star me. They get my red shell. They don't hit me though. And I'm actually not in a terrible spot. Of course, the ending shortcut on this track is really powerful. So that is the ideal thing to do. You know, if you can get a good item to take the ending cut, you will be in a good spot for the race. But we get the mushrooms. There's a red shell. Okay, that red shell actually wasn't coming for me somehow. Go ahead and chain. Get the item. I'm going flying. Oh no, I only get the red shells. I actually don't get a shroom to take the cut. There's another shock late. And I think that player in the star dodged, it looks like. Are they flying off? Did they actually fall off, or is that lag? I guess they did fall off. We somehow get a third. What a race. And for the next race, we are playing on Waluigi Stadium. Looking to get back to first. This player, Alex, has been killing it in the tournament recently. Definitely made it challenging, or has made it challenging for me to get another first place. And am I going out of bounds? It looks like I am. I, of course, I was going to say, though, I am not complaining. You know, I always love playing with these higher skilled players. Definitely adds some competition and gives me more of a challenge to rise to the occasion to try to do better myself. And today has been definitely a mixed bag for me. You know, like I said at the beginning of the video, I have not played 200cc in probably a while. It's been like a good week. And normally it's hard for me to get into it without warming up a little bit. So if I were to, you know, restart the video at this point, now that I've played for a little bit, I'll probably end up doing a lot better. But of course, I'm just working with what I have. I normally do like to go into these videos with no warm-up. I find it's a little bit more interesting. Except for competitive, recently I have been, you know, warming up on some time trials, just a little bit here and there when a competitive video is about to start. And the blue was out, the shock was out. Actually not too far back. We get the red shell. I'm just going to throw that. I'm doing everything I can to try to catch this player in first. We get some more red shells. Looks like we cannot. We have a bit of a lead on the rest of the pack at least. That should mean some good news here. I actually missed the trick. Can I get that trick? We do. Yeah, this player is right here. Okay, that player's a lap behind. I was really confused there. I did not know where that player came from. They're actually not taking the shroomless cut. Mine was a little bit scuffed, not too bad. We can go ahead and chain our mushrooms here. We don't get any more red shells, unfortunately. I don't think there's going to be another blue either. So unless I can get a crazy snipe with that green shell, you actually missed the item box there completely. There is a shock though, and I don't get the red shell, but of course the players behind me pulled the red shell. And wait, was that a CPU that dodged, redded me, and then passed me on the line? I think it was. We take the third. And for the final race of the video, we have N64 Rainbow Road. A great track to end things off on. A really quick track though. This track is super short, especially on 200cc. It's going to be over in an instant here. Wow, we get greened and bumped off. That's kind of how the latter half of this video has been going. And it turns out it was a CPU in that last race that shock dodged and then redded me to steal my second, funny enough. It was the only CPU in the room, and it beat 10 out of the 11 real players. So like I said, the CPUs are pretty good on 200. They're definitely not toned down as much as they should be compared to 150. And it's always a challenge, you know, to beat them if you're, you know, messing around, if you're not having a good race. And even then, I thought I was having at least a decent race, but the shock ruined me at the end. And the CPU dodged and then proceeded to red shell me. We are in the lead here. This player is just behind us. That's the blue shell. I only have 4 coins. I feel super slow right now. And it looks like we're going to have to dodge this blue shell in the air. Is it even going to hit me in time? It looks like it will, but I'm just going to shroom ahead to not get red shelled, and I will cross the line just in time to get the first. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.